Jake, could you please eagle eye view? You want to see the whole world, do you? I'll hold that thought because my colonies are finishing alarmingly quickly. There we go. Get that cored up. Probably costing me more estates than I make off of them, but I do get the manpower as well. So Polotsk, all I need to do is offer you some military access, and I didn't even have to gift you to make you my vassal. Except, of course, the turn of the year is probably going to get rid of some of that improved relations. We'll see. We shall see. We'll also see that Tengri name grow ever larger. Feels good. Feels pretty damn good. Sind wish to be my friend. I don't wish to be their friend. I wish to kill them, but that is something for the future. The world is looking big and good and stable. It's because I play on hard mode, I believe. Helps the AI stick together considerably. And it gives me a bit more of a challenge, and I certainly enjoy that. Where was my mind going? Ah yes, Polotsk. Ready to be my wholesome vassal. Drops him down to duchy, which is rather amusing. But it gives us more vassal cores to rip out of Russia, which is always nice. All the while, Chernigov continue to get annexed excruciatingly slowly. I might take a shot at getting a better diplomatic reputation guy. Some war reps from good old Persia, also nice. Well, we got him, but he's expensive. Good enough. And get that extra dip on the go as well. Create a proper fleet. We need quite a lot of boats for that. 12 or so. Well, we don't have the sailors for that, and it'll be a long time before we do. There we go. I think it'll be a while before we invest in the rest of quality ideas, since quite a few of them are to do with boats, although I want that global settler increase. That'll help us out in a big way. I need to consider what to do with Theodoro. I had always hoped to make them a bit of a vassal. I could gobble them up into Chernigov. The question is, how much do I want this land? They own a couple of really nice provinces that'll help push the flow of trade my way. Because at the moment they gobble too much out of Astrakhan. Not that I capitalise on this now, but I may want to capitalise on it later, so I need to think how I'm going to do that. I could simply have them transfer trade power to me. But here's the thing, the Ottomans are going to come knocking. The Ottomans are going to want that land. Heck, they already want it to a large degree. What I'll do is I'm just going to leave them be. The Ottomans will probably gobble them up, and then the Ottomans will rival me. And then I'll have a nice good fight on my hands, which is what I'm looking for. Jake, it's Valpurgis Eve and you're streaming. Bad, Jake, bad. Something about torching witches? I'm not getting involved in that. The witches haven't done me any wrong. Now, I wanted that Sind alliance quite a while back. Now that they want it, I'm not so keen on grabbing it that way. How are things looking here? The merchant guilds could always spare us a ducat or two, and then we'll just make them hate us a bit more. Even though we lose admin, which is not too great. Can't worry about the small stuff though. Would love that military support, mind, but... actually, yeah, I would really like that military. I get a little too little from it though. Maybe I can boost their influence over my country a bit. Not to the point where I want to get it too high. Well, it's not like I give them much land, so that's okay. Diplomat is just better relations over time, so I'm not too concerned about that. But we could always do with an extra general or conquistador, right? Particularly the conquistador. So I think we'll do that. Give me a conquistador and give me some military support, and we'll call it even. How good's that guy? Well, he's excellent. Come on, Boris. The Ottomans are starting to westernize. We'll see if that breaks their country apart or not. It can do, but not always. Especially since I'm playing on hard mode, they'll probably have quite a bit of power on their side. Good to see someone taking Venice down a notch. Jake, maybe explore some more in Siberia. You make a not too shabby point there. We'll have a look through all of this, and we'll be home in time for dinner. Keep that Tengri name growing very large, please. It's not that conversion is something we particularly have to do. We have very high tolerance of heathens to the point where we're not even getting corruption from legitimacy. But you know me, you know the way I play. Everybody's the same height, the same colour, and they all have Johnsons. You know. Actually, this could be a nice reason to get rid of Lithuania. They're part of the Kiev node, which may at some point be useful for me. They're allied with Krakow, but I'm interested to see how my vassals would do fighting on their own. Thinking about it, Krakow is pretty big and strong, so they would probably give them a run for their money. And also, I don't want to sit in war for too long when I don't have to. My mind's split on that one. Mind you, Krakow would help me with westernization, but it's also pretty nasty in that regard. I'd rather go the Danzig route. And Danzig remains a core of Danzig, right? Until... oh, we got bags of time to worry about that. Bags of time. Nothing to even worry about. Jake, is Korea allied with Ming because they got the land you need? That is right, Korea and Ming are allied. I am going to punch them at some point. I just don't know when that point will be, and we still don't have that border with Ming, so what is going on? So 6 years until we are able to be punching into Russia once more. I suspect Novgorod is going to lose some of those cores. Guess they already lost their core in Olnets. Nah, but they won't lose that. They won't lose that. There's quite a few they won't be losing. How about Neva? They'll lose Neva by a hair, but it's only 7 development. But again, is it worth worrying about? The answer is no, it is not worth worrying about. Building up a nice bit of cash is something worth thinking about, though. And of course, keeping those conversions going. Especially on enormously developed provinces like this one. Not that the intolerance hurts at all. We don't have intolerance towards Sunnis. We only have intolerance towards other pagans, which is quite amusing. Quite a bit of condottieri love going out and about. I was hoping that we would have broken our royal marriage with Sind by now, because it is hurting our diplo points quite heavily. And when the next one comes to power, even heavier. Goodbye, money. We don't need to worry about Roman fever, it'll be okay. So I guess I'm just going to keep going until I manage to get myself a port over here. At what point does it count as a warm water port? Russia had an alliance with England, which is rather amusing. And now Scotland is going to conquer Cumbria, whilst the Netherlands already own London. Okay, go for it, my brethren. I'm sure you've got it in you. Jings, you've built up your provinces pretty highly there. Whoa. Fife at 27. Nothing for you. Whoa, okay. 19 development on Inverness. Nice job, Scotland. You're making me proud. I have a lot to be proud about right now. Jake, why not appease the merchant guilds? You're throwing away money right now. Yeah. Could give them some monopoly charters. It's not like I have too much prestige to worry about here. I don't need their support. Right, Army Reformer is down. He was great. He gave us extra morale, but land maintenance reduction, also wonderful. And we have a lot of mercenaries that we're paying for and honestly don't need. I don't need a big strong army at the moment. There's no risk of revolts around my country. Really, there's no risk of much at all. We'll get our armies together here. And my vassals know their place, naturally. Although Novgorod could do with knowing their place a little better. Secrets in our alliance. Ambassadors and diplomatic envoys often double as spies. Long story short is that the Ottomans probably doing some nasty things to us. I don't mind if they get extra spy network on us though. If they are indeed spying on us. Yeah, if I were Catholic, I would be rolling around in Pope points at the moment. But I am not, so I do not. It's going to take a wee while to do you, but I think we'll be fine. It's all nice and relaxing for Perm. Soon we will crush Russia that bit more. We'll be on our way to Permafrost. I'm considering the best way of putting Ming in their place, though, after declaring that I am their rival. Don't know where they get off doing something like that. But I am going to have to punch Ming really hard, in the process taking the Eastern Siberian land from Korea. But that's all I need. There's no need to go into that further. Might demand some trade power, just to show them who's boss. Actually really would have liked some Persian trade power, but such is how it is. Jake, your conquistador, is stuck. Ah, that's right, he went over to Shavshavani and lost his way. Once we have a border with Shavshavani, we will tidy up these little guys. Thankfully they're Tengri for the first time in ever, running into some Tengri land that I won't have to convert myself. Better keep our military tech up to date in case our vassals get some silly ideas about being better than they actually are. Oh, dearie me, what is going on here? Russia, what is the meaning of this? I just got rid of my army. And I don't think I'm paying for that Kazani fort. Well, it's amusing the way the world decides to chuck these kinds of things to you. I'm going to need a bit of an army on the double. And we'll take care of these brutes. Wow, Kazani, Golden Horde, they have a lot of provinces to run around in here. Now you have military access through me, don't you? Yeah, but they have their own issues with westernization. Truly they are learning from me here. Let's get that army maintenance up and on the go. Probably going to need more than this to take them all out. But take them out we shall. With 5 shock, no less. Does mean that this guy won't be exploring for a wee bit, but it also means we can crush these rebellions. Oh, my wonderful vassals wanting to help us out on that front as well. Ah, these are Russian rebels, so of course they are laughably easy to defeat. And defeated they shall be. I'm about to integrate Chernigov so I can use their troops to grab all these provinces back. Although I like the way that, yep, you're gonna have to deal with them yourself, Russia. Which means I don't need you anymore, and I can have you continue your exploration. Well, there we go. More land, and wondering if it should be a state of mine, though. It's a couple of them, and I feel they probably should. We already have full cores on them. Well, I think there was maybe one province that we did. Not. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Lovely and relaxing, no? Of course, that also means these accursed estates demand yet more control over my beloved country, which is worth checking out the autonomy going on, and I'll just fling them some pretty much unwanted land. Yeah, then again, that comes with its own problems, I suppose. Here, for example, we'll give you to the clergy. And then there are the nobility which want land, so there you go, nobility. Just get off my back. Tim Holmiscorp. Oh man, what is it with the ridiculous names this time? Somebody came in saying hi from YouTube, just checking to say you the best, DDR Jake. Well, thank you very much. I don't really see myself as the best, but I enjoy what I do. And as long as I continue to enjoy these games, I'll continue to play them. That said, I work on them, so it's not that I have to enjoy them, but it certainly helps out. Maybe I should keep this fort fortified from now on, then. Now, sadly, that spread around from some separatism, which I wasn't looking forward to, but we'll just have to live with that for now. Also get that admin on the go, and no unbalanced technology here, mostly down to our obscenely good royal family. You can't make this stuff up, can you? Okay, they're not exactly young, and oh, Jings, you're gonna have to die. Hope you enjoy proving yourself on the battlefield. We have some amazing maneuver going on. The Ottomans offer us a royal marriage, but they are 54. Well, we'll take it anyway. Unless it would be cheaper to... we'll just take it. At least we got our legitimacy up and on the go. Amusingly, we're being told to colonize the Grain Coast. That's here, right? Can I even? Probably could, but I have no interest in doing so. Army for our nation and save the Uralic people. Russia will be dealt with eventually. In the meantime, it's just nice to actually have some positive income. What's the plan from now on, Jake? Russia is going to have to die even more than they have currently been dying. Otherwise, we're consolidating our country for a wee touch. And once Russia has been well and truly stomped on, I'm going to have to worry about the mighty Chinese dragon and its little pet Korea. With that, I would likely colonize this province and then just use it to march down into the Ming and destroy them. Not interested in taking these Chagatai lands. None of it appears to be anything that I need. Nope. From a trading perspective, it is good to have this, but I could think a while about optimizing my trade, but I won't. Right, our truce with you is going to be up in less than 2 years, and for some reason our government policies are poor. I don't quite understand it, but apparently it's so. Right, in that case, I need an army to deal with Russia. We have quite a high force limit, and we're not putting it to justice. So I need to make standardized armies. I have enough manpower, enough money, and enough force limit to do so, so how will I do it? A good focus on cavalry would certainly be good, so I guess we'll have 6 cavalry with 8 infantry and 6 cannons. So what's that? That's 20, right? 8, 6, 6. So we'll get you guys over to Nogay and figure it out. Not a fan in having more colonies than I have colonists, so let's keep them going to somewhere that I know I like. Jinx, is this as good as we can get it? I would need access from Shav Shavani to explore more here, but really I don't care. I'll just be annexing it in the end. So we'll have you do that, and everything looks hunky-dory. Jake, lazy colonist, thanks a bunch. Something I oft forget. Well, in that case, we'll prepare for the whole destruction of Ming by setting up that colony ahead of time, just in case they march in and seize it. It's not that this is Hearts of Iron, I don't have supply lines to worry about. But it's good to be prepared, right? Now Novgorod is going to be pretty fragile when it comes to stomping Russia. But I have a feeling we'll be able to protect them quickly enough. A couple of 20 stacks isn't that much when dealing with mighty Russia. And the Ottomans already have a truce with them, so we can't rely on them too heavily. And Russia have made allies, particularly they've made an alliance with the Teutonic Order. The Teutonic Order is also at war. I'm hoping that they will be unable to defend them, and given the way they're being occupied, I think that's going to be the case. So we might not have too much to worry about. Also Litauen. Okay, some opportunity is knocking around here. Krakow would join in, hypothetically. Teutonic Order would also join in, hypothetically. Jampur as well, though that's a concern. Jampur is pretty big. Pretty damn big. Not what I was going for, honestly. Jampur have made a lot of friends. So maybe the idea is to knock Jampur out beforehand. Multan, for example. Now they're allied with Malwa. How about Sind? I got that alliance with Jampur. Perhaps I should be focusing down on Sind before I go the other direction here. Lots of people to fight, but I love a good fight, so let's just relish the situation. And maybe get our heir killed while we're at it. Lubeck is at... Russia is allied to Gotland. Are you sure you can take him on? I didn't say I could, but I'll try. Sadly, this gets rid of an opportunity to jump them, while the Teutonic Order would certainly not join in. But Jampur is a threat. Not that they're particularly strong, but they are big. Damn, they are really big. Taking care of that means I would have to fight Teutonic Order in this case. But Jampur... How confident would I be in destroying Jampur, though? It's not that I have any friends to deal with Russia. No, Russia would be one front. I think we should put an end to our concerns around here. We'll fatten up Baluchistan just nicely. This is going to be the reconquest of a lifetime. We'll make it for Kabul. And with Jampur, we'll be breaking their alliance with Russia and humiliating them, since they are still our rival. How badly could it go, right? Gonna need you guys down here as well. I'm sure all that maneuver will come into its own. You know what is really a threat, Jake? Your stability. Get rid of it with some good old-fashioned truce break. Maybe later. Alright, Kabul deserves to be ours. Let's make it so. 6 cannons is a good number for bringing down these forts. It gives you the +3. So, as expected, people joining in the alliance, and jings, we're taking on India here. And India is full of Indians. Not that I have that many units to really bring to the party here. But we'll do what we can here, right? Let's get on that mountaintop. Thankfully, Persia have a truce with us, so they're not going to be renting out any condottieri. There's no guarantee that Russia won't, though, when their truce ends. We'll just have to see how that goes. Should be entertaining one way or t'other. Thinking about it, I should probably merge together and destroy them whilst I have them picked off here. But I also want Kabul to fall nice and quick. And again, I shouldn't just let Ro fall. Oh well. Let them merge up, I'll enjoy a good battle. Chagatai have decided to hire out some units, which doesn't make life easier for me. I tell you what, go and fight them. I know it's mountains, but we should have this. And I don't want Ro to fall. It's in a good strategic position. And our defense is prepared. Jake, how do you feel about the Permian national ideas? They're weak. There's no doubt about it. They are pretty weak. Since they don't have anything military about them. I'm not spending money at this crucial point. So this isn't a war that's going to go particularly well for me because we are horrifically outnumbered. We have a bit of a tech advantage over the enemy, but I would like to emphasize the "a bit" part. I'll feel a lot better if I have my 5-shock Conquistador back in action. And I never fight well in this region. Never have, likely never will. I'll be happier if Kabul falls though, because then I can march into Yalabad a hero. Don't want to be taking an extra chunk of attrition, so we'll wait a few days on that one. Right, that's unfortunate since we're being attacked in dry lands here. But we can evade that with our superior maneuver. And then if we're feeling ballsy, which we are, we can attack them. They have 4 shock, which is concerning. But they want to run away. We'll see how well we fight. Now these guys could well turn around and reinforce, so this is going to be a test of how strong our units are. Makes me really wish I had an advisor that helped in any way for this, but I do not. Nor do I have any policies that are particularly going to make me stronger. But this is alright, it's kind of fun to pick a fight with lots of strong people and see how it goes. Being reinforced by my most admirable march, Baluchistan. And we'll be getting ticking war score for that. It's going to be very tough to beat down everybody here. We're at war with 4 nations, plus anything that Chagatai wishes to spare the cause. But we'll just have to put them in their place, and I do not want provinces falling here. I have no idea where Pegaya Orda is. But go figure, it becomes Orthodox. Wish I had an option to pull that guy back. Get out of my country. Well, it's mine by extension. Keep those Christians out of here. Alright, they want to go there. Well, I'm just going to have to live with that. And then query what's the best way to go about this, because this is going to drain my manpower pretty swiftly. I would probably do well to split up my units and get my manpower back. Or at least get my reinforcements back. Even though we don't reinforce all that quickly in vassal territory. But attacking even further into mountains is not the best. Why are you still syncretic Orthodox, Jake? You should become glorious no syncretic. It gives me a boost to my colonization. I may not like colonization very much, but we have to do it. I wonder if the better idea is to push into Jampur here. I have so few units to deal with such a large front here. So, how best to do it? I gotta get my head out of Hearts of Iron here. My first thought was I will surround them and get the surrounded penalty on them. But that, of course, will nay work. Ming continues to spy network me. It would be quite funny if they decided to jump me here and now, but I have a good friend in Ottomans. I'm sure he would keep us backed up good and proper. It's going to be tough knocking down everybody here. But we have the pretty good bonus, or at least advantage, when it comes to military technology, so we better use that for all we can at the moment. Get everyone together on Balkan